Welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 19th of August, 2020. I'm Jeannie. It's hump day. So I hope you're having a fantastic middle of the week. Well, last night, it was about 9:30 maybe, and we were getting ready to go in, brush our teeth, get ready for bed. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, on a dry, quiet night, we heard boom! And it was this huge clap of thunder. It was so loud it shook the windows in our house. And then it was accompanied by a bunch of flashes of lightning. And we had a couple more of those booms. And it was a little bit on the scary side. And I said, Michael, I didn't know that there was any storm in the forecast. He said, I didn't think there was either. We had watched the weather report early in the morning, and there was no talk of this happening. So I pulled out my mobile device and I went to the radar map, and I saw that there was in fact a big storm moving, but it was about 40 or 45 miles away from us. And I said, well, isn't that incredible? Something that distant away could make that kind of noise and be so scary and frightening here in Dothan, and when it was 2 counties away. And I said, it's nothing more than a distant thunder. And yet there it was, so frightening, so scary. I have a friend who grew up in the plains of Texas, and she grew up with really, really bad weather. Now, she moved many years later. She moved after she'd grown up, and she's been living in an area that has absolutely, virtually none of those types of storms that she experienced growing up in West Texas. But still, to this day, she tells me that when she hears heavy winds, or she knows that there's rain, or even just watching the weather forecast, if it sounds like there's something frightening, she grips and she gets scared again because she remembers those days. When in fact, let me tell you, boys and girls, that distant thunder that I heard last night couldn't do us any harm. It couldn't hurt our house. It couldn't hurt us. It couldn't do anything. It was in the distance. It was distant thunder. And yet, we allow ourselves to be frightened of things that are far away from us, that can't possibly touch us. And yet in our minds, what we'll do is we'll imagine that that thing that is nowhere near us can do us harm. And how often we imagine those things in our lives about a lot of stuff. You know, you'll hear rumors about things or read stuff on Facebook about how this is happening in the world and this is that. Now, I'm not saying that we should close our ears and eyes and make believe that true things that are going on aren't going on. I'm not saying that. No, don't stick your head in the sand like an ostrich. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is there's all sorts of unrealistic, ridiculous fears out there that are just encroaching on people because somebody on Facebook said it, or somebody peddled some fake news and said it, and it's nothing more than distant thunder. Thunder that is not going to bring a storm to you. Thunder that is not going to send a lightning bolt to your house. Thunder that is just nothing more than in the distance. So listen, if there are things in your life that you're allowing to grip you with fear, remember, okay, is it really something for me to be concerned about that I have to do something about? Or is it nothing more than distant thunder that will do me no harm whatsoever? Think about it, and then make your decision how you're going to respond to it, okay? And I would say with distant thunder, in this case, the best thing for us to do last night was to turn off the light, roll over in our beds, and get some sleep. Even if we continued to hear a little bit of distant thunder, it didn't affect us because we weren't, in fact, affected by it at all. And this morning, it's a beautiful sunny day. So go out and be a blessing today, boys and girls, okay? If you know somebody who's gripped by the fears of distant thunder, bring them some peace and tell them, look, It can't harm you. Let's just move forward with this day, okay? Now, you may end up being the only blessing in that person's life, so do it, okay, if you get the nudge. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, Jeannesigler. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, ding! I will notify you every time I post another Take Two. All right, y'all, be blessed, take care, and I will see you on Friday for my Unsung Hero of the Week. Mwah! I love you. Bye-bye.